give acknowledgement and reverence in even the smallest of things that he does, you know, to honor a word that's sincere, that comes from us. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go. Well, I didn't have to, but I did. I went to this particular store, and I was in line, and I could tell the woman who was, you know, waiting on me, the cashier who was, you know, tending to me, there was something that just wasn't right about her spirit at the time. And I'm up here trying to figure out how, because you know me, I'm thinking like, you working in public service, you're supposed to be like, hi, how are you doing, or something, hello, cheerful in one way or another, even if it's, you know, fraudulent, you know, because at least put a smile on your face or something. And I could just feel the spirit of her, and it wasn't good. And so because of that, it was a rise that was trying to come up out of mine. And I have a way of speaking, you know, my tone changes, the way I deliver words changes, you know, when I feel that coming up off of people, because it's like you're trying to intimidate me, and it's like, you're not going to do that. And so, you know, I felt that, and then it was something that instantly hit me like, Brandy, no. And so I just began to just literally start praying to myself, you know, like, Lord, change her spirit right now. Change how I receive her right now. Help me to understand her spirit right now. But Father God, move through her. Whatever it is that's heavy on her, Father God, lift it. And then I began to look at her body, not in a nasty way, of course, but she was wearing a shirt that was, you know, it's kind of like a V nature, and it looked like it was like a slight raise in her chest area. And so, you know, I didn't want to speak anything on her, but what I did once again was begin to pray about whatever health issue that may be flowing through her, and for a healing in her body and in her mind and in her spirit and in her soul right now. Because whatever it is, it had to have been something deeper than, you know, me just being in the line, you know, whether, you know, because I started to take it to another place, you know, raise, whatever. My mind was trying to go somewhere else. And so I thank God that he snatched this girl back. and I began to get in that posture and speak, you know, the way that I was speaking, and began to just pray for her. And it's crazy how this happened, but it happened in this manner. No sooner than I'm standing there, you know, praying for her, this woman literally with an armful of clothes, I kid you not, speed walks out the door. Nobody sees her but us at the time. Well, I mean, I'm quite sure some other people were in the line, but nobody goes after her. You know what I'm saying? And she was just like, are you serious? And she ran and got one of the other, you know, workers, and told them that this lady, you know, just, you know, walked out of here with a handful of clothes and all of that. And they were moving so slow, like it was nothing. You know, the woman had got in her car and drove off. So it's just like, that was her. There she goes. That red car. It was like maroon red car, but in that car. And literally after that happened, you know, of course we spoke about that, and she's just like, I hate when people do that. I hate when people do that. It just burns me up. And I was like, you know, I you know, we just started a conversation about it, and you know, sometimes people just don't have a conscience, you know, and sometimes there's a need that we don't know about, and people just get in a mind frame of just doing anything by any means necessary to get what they need. And it was just a lot, but we just started having that kind of conversation, and she was telling me about some students with some young girls who had come in and done the same thing, but she had got to him, and she had told him, you know, in a very, you know, kind voice, but told them like, come on, you know better than to do this. Come on, just return the clothes. And it was just funny to me how God shifted it in the manner that he shifted it, but it like instantaneously happened, literally, you know. And it just it came from, you know, an unfortunate situation for the store, which I don't think is going to be a big deal, but you know, it was wrong, but it came from that situation, that whole moment shifted, you know. And I got to see a softer side of her. And then by the end, after she finished ringing me up and all that, you know, it's just like, and you have you know, and she didn't say an amazing day. She said you have an awesome day or something like that. And I was just like, yes, ma'am, you too, you know. But it was just instantaneously that shift. I don't know about you guys. That kind of thing, it touches me, you know. Shifting the atmosphere. Literally shifting the atmosphere with our words. Shifting the atmosphere with our words. And something as simple as just standing there silently beginning to pray. And he instantaneously shifted that moment. Yeah. I just had to share it. But you guys have an awesome rest of your day again.